America has built the greatest flying ships in the world, planes to cross the great Pacific, to bring us in closer and friendlier union with the Commonwealth of the Philippines. The seaplane base of the Philippine group is at Cavite, named after the place where Dewey destroyed the Spanish fleet in the famous Battle of Manila Bay. The city of Manila, capital of the Philippine Islands, is built along the colorful Pasig River. Whole families live on the fishing boats which line the river banks. The river is spanned by several bridges, both old and new. The Manila of today is a large and modern city at the crossroads of the seven seas, important in the world's trade and commerce. The busy streets are crowded with droves of carametas, native taxicabs, buggies that glitter with shining brass, and drawn by jingling horses that seem to slumber as they trot. The old city of Manila was founded in 1572 when the Spanish captured it from the Moros. This great wall was built to protect their newly acquired prize. The most famous gate through the wall is at Fort Santiago. Its top is ornately carved with the crest of ancient Spain. Within the walls of the old city, the churches and cathedrals retain much of the charm they possessed when built originally by the old padres. The Legislative Building, one of the most imposing buildings in the Philippines, is the seat of the new Commonwealth government. The University of the Philippines is centrally located in the city. It was founded in 1605, so it is the oldest university under the American flag. Manila is surrounded by many beautiful parks and gardens. On Sundays, it is not unusual to find many groups of lovely dark-eyed maidens and their admirers strolling about, dressed in all the colorful finery which their picturesque costumes include. The queer, decorative, highly starched sleeves are woven from the fine fibers of the pineapple plant, gorgeously embroidered. The material is called piña cloth and is one of the most expensive fabrics in the world. Outstanding among all scenic trips near Manila, and certainly the most thrilling, is an excursion to Pagsanhan Falls. Native bancas with 2 boatmen and 1 passenger negotiate these whirling rapids with breathtaking speed. The banqueros or boatmen are very skillful and cleverly maneuver the boat as it rolls from side to side, a passage that is full of thrill. The boat glides into smooth water, and the stunning beauty of Pagsanhan Falls suddenly comes before us. Up in the pine-clad mountains of northern Luzon, amid exhilarating scenic splendor, are the famous rice terraces of Benawe, certainly one of the wonders of the world. The Igorote people have terraced the entire side of this deep valley for their rice paddies or fields. Each of these terraces is filled with water, which flows constantly from one field to another down the sides of the mountains to the stream at the bottom. A marvelous engineering feat, for whether the rainfall is heavy or light, the walls of these paddies do not wash out. The water continues to move slowly through field after field without harm. In some places, the edges of the terraces are reinforced with stone, while others are merely clay. How many centuries have passed from the time of their construction to the present day, or how many centuries it took to build them, no one can say. The women do the harvesting of rice, and in what seems to be a laborious method, they pick each stalk separately and bind them in bunches. The men carry the rice to the village on long poles balanced over their shoulders. The women continually turn the bunches in the warm sun to dry. They consider tattooing a sign of beauty, and their arms are almost covered with designs. When their work in the rice fields is finished, the women turn to these crude hand looms to make their clothing. The feuds which rage from time to time among the various tribes are usually ended by one side capturing a head from the other. This is a signal for rejoicing, and there is a dance of victory. The warriors put on their best regalia and reenact in this dance the story of their great achievement. It is called the head dance because it symbolizes the capturing of a head. This touch of savagery, combined with the tropical beauty we have seen here in the islands of the Philippines, makes this a land rich in travel magic.